Suriname is a small country located on the northeastern coast of South America, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the north, French Guiana to the east, Brazil to the south, and Guyana to the west. Its capital and largest city is Paramaribo, which serves as the economic, cultural, and political hub of the country. Suriname has a population of approximately 600,000 people, making it one of the least populous countries in South America. Despite its small size, Suriname has a rich and diverse cultural heritage shaped by its history, geography, and the various ethnic groups that have lived there. Historically, Suriname was inhabited by indigenous peoples, such as the Arawaks and Caribs, who lived in the region long before European colonization. The first Europeans to arrive were the Dutch, who established a colony in the mid-1600s. Suriname was later ruled by the Netherlands until it gained independence in 1975. The legacy of Dutch colonization is still evident in the country's official language, which is Dutch. The country's legal and educational systems also follow Dutch models, though it also has a diverse range of languages spoken, including Suriname Tango, a Creole language, and various indigenous languages. The country's culture is an intricate blend of indigenous, African, Asian, and European influences. Suriname has a diverse population composed of various ethnic groups. These include people of African, Indian, Javanese, Chinese, and indigenous descent. This multicultural mix is reflected in Suriname's music, cuisine, festivals, and daily life. The African influence is most evident in the music, with genres like Cacico and Kawina being popular. Cacico, in particular, blends African rhythms with Caribbean and European melodies, and is often performed during festivals and celebrations. Cuisine in Suriname is another expression of its multiculturalism. The food reflects a fusion of African, Asian, and indigenous ingredients and cooking styles. Popular dishes include roti, a type of flatbread, served with curry and rice with chicken or fish, often cooked with coconut milk. Indian and Javanese culinary traditions also have a strong presence, with dishes like palm, a baked root vegetable dish, and nasi goreng, fried rice, frequently found on Surinamese tables. The abundance of fresh fruits and seafood from the country's tropical climate also influences the local food culture. The country is known for its natural beauty, which includes vast rainforests, rivers, and wetlands, many of which are protected in national parks. Suriname's landscape is rich in biodiversity, hosting species such as jaguars, monkeys, and a wide variety of bird species. The country's natural resources, including bauxite, gold, and oil, have played a significant role in its economy, though Suriname remains one of the least developed countries in the region. Despite this, the country enjoys political stability, having established a democratic government after independence. Suriname's political system is a parliamentary republic with a president serving as the head of state. Religion in Suriname is diverse, reflecting the many cultures within the country. Christianity, particularly Roman Catholicism and Protestantism, is practiced by a large portion of the population, while Hinduism and Islam are also significant due to the influence of Indian and Javanese communities. Indigenous spiritual practices are still present, and there is also a growing interest in New Age and alternative spiritual beliefs. The country's national holidays and celebrations are also a reflection of its diverse heritage. For instance, Keti Koti, celebrated on July 1st, marks the abolition of slavery in Suriname and is an important day of remembrance for the African descendants in the country. Holi, the Hindu festival of colors, is celebrated by Suriname's Hindu community, while Eid al-Fitr is a significant holiday for the Muslim population. The annual Suriname Carnival is another major event, showcasing the country's musical and cultural diversity through parades, dancing, and vibrant costumes. Suriname also has a strong tradition of visual arts and literature, with local artists creating works that reflect the country's history, environment, and multicultural identity. Surinamese literature, written both in Dutch and Suriname Tango, has been influenced by the country's colonial past and its quest for independence. Writers such as Arthur Conan Doyle, who spent time in Suriname, and modern authors continue to explore themes of identity, freedom, and the complexities of Surinamese society. Sports also play an important role in Surinamese culture, with football, soccer being the most popular sport. Suriname's national football team competes in regional tournaments, and the country has produced a number of athletes who have achieved international success, particularly in track and field events. Other popular sports include basketball, volleyball, and cricket, which were introduced by the country's colonial rulers and have since been embraced by local communities. In terms of education, Suriname has a relatively high literacy rate, with education being compulsory for children up to the age of 12. The country has a range of schools, from primary to higher education institutions, including the Anton de Kom University of Suriname, which is the country's main institution of higher learning. While the Dutch education system is the foundation of the country's curriculum, there is also growing recognition of the importance of indigenous languages and cultural education. Despite its challenges, Suriname remains a country of immense cultural and natural wealth. Its diverse population, rich history, and lush landscapes continue to shape the identity and future of the nation. The blending of different ethnic, religious, and cultural traditions makes Suriname a unique and fascinating place, where tradition and modernity coexist and continue to evolve. Suriname girls' life. Life for girls in Suriname, like in many other countries, can vary depending on factors such as their socioeconomic background, ethnicity, and where they live, whether in urban areas like the capital city, Paramaribo, or in rural communities. However, there are some common experiences and challenges that Surinamese girls may face, influenced by cultural traditions, education, and family dynamics. Girls in Suriname often grow up in close-knit family structures, where family plays a central role in their upbringing. Suriname society is multicultural, with people from various ethnic backgrounds, such as Afro-Surinamese, Hindustani, Javanese, Indigenous, and Chinese. Each of these groups has unique cultural practices and expectations that influence the lives of girls. For instance, some girls may grow up with the influence of African traditions and values, while others may be raised in Hindu or Muslim households with their own set of customs. In urban areas like Paramaribo, girls typically have more access to education, healthcare, and career opportunities. Many Surinamese girls attend school, and education is compulsory for children up to the age of 12. Girls in these areas may pursue higher education at local universities or vocational schools, and they are often encouraged to seek careers in various fields, such as business, healthcare, or technology. However, even in urban areas, there may be certain cultural expectations regarding gender roles, and girls may face pressure to conform to traditional roles, such as becoming mothers or taking care of the household. In rural areas, where the population may live in smaller villages, girls' lives can sometimes be more influenced by agriculture, local customs, and traditional gender roles. While education is still valued, some girls in rural communities may be expected to help with the household chores and family farming, limiting their opportunities for career advancement or higher education. In some cases, girls may also face earlier marriages or childbirth, especially in more conservative communities. Suriname is a society where religion plays an important role in daily life, and this can impact the experiences of girls as well. For example, Hindu, Muslim, and Christian girls may observe religious practices and participate in celebrations that form a central part of their identity. Surinamese girls often learn the customs and rituals of their respective religious communities, such as participating in Eid celebrations for Muslim girls, Diwali for Hindu girls, or Christmas for Christian girls. These religious observances can shape the values and sense of belonging that girls have. Girls in Suriname, like in many parts of the world, also face challenges related to gender equality. While there are legal protections against discrimination, gender inequality can still manifest in areas such as access to leadership roles, pay equality, and expectations regarding domestic duties. Some Surinamese girls may find themselves balancing the desire for independence and education with the cultural expectations placed on them as daughters or future mothers. In recent years, there has been a growing awareness in Suriname about the importance of empowering girls and promoting gender equality. There are more opportunities for girls to pursue sports, arts, and leadership roles, and organizations within the country and abroad are working to reduce early child marriages, gender-based violence, and to promote girls' rights. Surinamese girls also engage in a variety of extracurricular activities, including sports, music, dance, and the arts. Suriname has a rich tradition of music and dance, and many girls participate in these cultural activities, which can be both a form of self-expression and a way to connect with their cultural heritage. Whether through local schools, community groups, or family traditions, many girls take part in the vibrant music scene, which often blends African, Caribbean, and European influences. Overall, life for girls in Suriname can be a mix of traditional influences and modern opportunities, depending on where they live and their family background. While there are challenges related to gender expectations and societal norms, there is also a growing movement toward empowerment, education, and equality. Girls in Suriname today are navigating these complexities, and many are shaping the future of their country in important ways. In Suriname, girls and women contribute to the economy in various ways, depending on their age, education, and location. Like in many parts of the world, access to income-generating opportunities can vary based on social and economic factors, but there are several key sources of income for girls and women in the country. Agriculture and farming. In rural areas, many girls and women are involved in agricultural work, which is a significant part of Suriname's economy. They often help with growing crops like rice, bananas, cassava, and vegetables. These activities can contribute to family income, and in some cases, women may sell their produce at local markets. While the work is often unpaid within the family, some girls and women may eventually participate in small-scale farming or food production as a source of income. Education and professional careers. As education levels rise in Suriname, more girls are seeking higher education and entering the workforce. Many young women in urban areas, especially in Paramaribo, pursue careers in fields such as healthcare, education, administration, and business. Girls who graduate from high school or university can enter the workforce as teachers, nurses, doctors, accountants, or office workers. Professional jobs often provide stable sources of income, although opportunities may be limited due to the country's relatively small job market. Small businesses and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a growing area of income generation for women in Suriname. Many girls and women, especially in urban settings, run small businesses, such as retail shops, food stalls, or beauty salons. They may sell handmade goods, clothing, or food to earn money. Entrepreneurship is particularly important in Suriname's informal economy, where people often work in small, locally owned businesses. Girls who grow up in families with a tradition of small business may be more likely to start their own ventures. Domestic work and service industry. In both urban and rural areas, some girls and women earn an income by working as domestic workers or in the service industry. This includes working as housemaids, nannies, cleaners, or in hospitality services, such as hotels and restaurants. These jobs provide wages, though they are often low-paying and lack job security or benefits. In some cases, young women may also be involved in caregiving or assisting in local markets or shops. Remittances and family support. For girls in lower-income households, remittances sent by family members who have migrated abroad, often to the Netherlands or other countries, can be an important source of income. While the money may not be directly earned by the girls themselves, it helps support their families, providing for education, healthcare, and other necessities. Arts, music, and entertainment. Suriname has a vibrant cultural scene, and girls who are artistically inclined may find opportunities for income in areas such as music, dance, and visual arts. Suriname's music culture, including genres like Kasiko, Kawina, and other local styles, often involves both male and female performers. Girls and young women who have talent in singing, dancing, or playing instruments may perform at local events, festivals, or clubs, earning money through performances or artistic expression. Some may also engage in visual arts, such as painting or crafts, which can be sold. Sports and physical activities. Though still a developing area, sports can also provide a source of income for talented girls and women in Suriname. Sports like football, basketball, and athletics are popular, and some girls who excel in these sports may receive sponsorships, scholarships, or opportunities to participate in competitions. In the future, as opportunities for women in sports grow, this could become a more significant source of income for Surinamese girls. Social media and digital entrepreneurship. As access to the internet and social media grows, some girls in Suriname may also find opportunities to generate income through online platforms. This can include running blogs, YouTube channels, or selling products on e-commerce platforms. Digital marketing, graphic design, and freelance work in areas such as writing or photography can also serve as modern income sources. In summary, the sources of income for girls in Suriname are varied, with contributions from agriculture, small business, professional careers, and more. As access to education and economic opportunities grows, the potential for girls to earn an income continues to increase, though challenges like gender inequality and limited resources can still impact their ability to reach their full economic potential. Suriname girls' sexual life. It's important to approach the topic of sexual life with respect, sensitivity, and understanding, particularly when discussing cultural contexts. In Suriname, like in many parts of the world, attitudes towards sex and sexuality can vary widely depending on factors such as cultural background, religion, and socioeconomic status. Sexual attitudes in Suriname are influenced by the country's diverse demographic makeup, which includes Afro-Surinamese, Hindustani, Javanese, Chinese, indigenous groups, and more. Each of these communities may have different perspectives on relationships, sexual behavior, and gender roles. Moreover, like in many countries, social norms regarding sexual activity are often shaped by traditional values, family expectations, and religious beliefs. In urban areas like Paramaribo, where people may be exposed to more liberal views, young people, including girls, might have more access to education about sexual health and relationships. In these areas, conversations about contraception, sexual rights, and reproductive health are more common. However, traditional values often continue to influence how individuals view sex, especially within more conservative or rural communities. There are also ongoing efforts by various organizations to promote sexual education, address issues related to gender-based violence, and support sexual and reproductive health rights for young people in Suriname. These efforts aim to provide girls with the knowledge and resources to make informed decisions about their sexual and reproductive health, while also combating harmful practices like early marriages and teen pregnancies. Like in many parts of the world, adolescent girls in Suriname may face challenges related to early sexual activity, unwanted pregnancies, or lack of access to sexual education. The availability of healthcare and support services can be a critical factor in addressing these challenges. In addition, issues like sexual harassment, gender-based violence, and the pressure of traditional gender roles may also impact the sexual experiences of girls in the country. It's important to note that the conversation around sexual life and health for girls and women in Suriname is evolving, with increasing awareness and dialogue surrounding sexual rights, consent, and the importance of education on these topics. Each individual's experiences and choices about their sexual life are personal and should be approached with respect and care. Ensuring that girls and young women in Suriname have access to comprehensive sexual education, healthcare, and support systems is key to empowering them to make informed choices and lead healthy, fulfilling lives.